I often say to my audiences, your legs are your pillars. They are the foundation that carries you through life step by step, from your youth into your older years. Yet one of the first signs of aging that I see time and time again is weakness in the legs. People may complain that their thighs feel heavy, their knees wobble, or they have lost their confidence in walking upstairs. Now, why is that? The muscles in your legs, the quadriceps, hamstrings, calves and glutes, are among the largest in your body. They require both strong nutrition and regular use to remain healthy. When we sit for long hours or when our diet is poor, these muscles are the first to shrink and weaken, and as they weaken, your balance, mobility and independence decline. But here's the good news, you can rebuild strength at any age. I have seen people in their 70s, 80s and even 90s regain remarkable strength simply by changing their diet and moving their body daily. Today, I want to share with you 6 powerful foods that I personally recommend for leg strength. These are not exotic or difficult to find. They are simple, God-given foods that work with your body to restore vitality. Let me take you through them one by one. 1. Lentils and legumes. When people tell me they are losing muscle, the first thing I ask about is their protein intake. You see, your muscles are made of protein. If you are not eating enough quality protein, your body has no building blocks to repair and strengthen muscle tissue. One of my favorite sources of protein is lentils and legumes. Lentils, chickpeas, kidney beans and black beans are rich in plant-based protein, fiber and essential minerals like magnesium and potassium that directly support muscle contraction. Personally, I love making a simple lentil stew with onions, garlic, tomatoes and fresh herbs. It is inexpensive, nourishing and deeply satisfying. When combined with whole grains such as brown rice or quinoa, legumes provide a complete protein profile, meaning your muscles receive all the essential amino acids they need. I always remind my listeners, you don't need animal flesh 3 times a day to build strong legs. God's garden provides everything required, and legumes are a perfect example. 2. Dark leafy greens. The second food group I emphasize is dark leafy greens. Spinach, kale, collard greens and Swiss chard are bursting with magnesium, calcium and nitrates that improve blood flow to the muscles. Without good circulation, your leg muscles will tire quickly. When you consume greens, you are essentially giving your blood vessels a natural tune-up. The nitrates in greens help your arteries relax, widening them so that oxygen and nutrients can flow freely into the muscles of your legs. I encourage you to eat at least 1 large serving of leafy greens every day, a green smoothie in the morning, a fresh salad at lunch, or lightly steamed spinach with dinner. It doesn't matter how, as long as you get them in. I often blend kale and spinach with a banana and almond milk in the morning for a quick energy boost. Strong circulation equals strong legs, and greens are the best food to keep that river of life flowing. 3. Nuts and seeds. Leg muscles don't just need protein, they also need healthy fats for endurance and joint support. This is where nuts and seeds come in. Almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E and trace minerals like zinc and selenium. I often carry a small jar of mixed nuts and seeds with me wherever I go. Just a handful provides sustained energy and prevents that mid-afternoon slump. For those with knee pain or stiffness, the anti-inflammatory compounds in walnuts and flax seeds can be especially helpful. Think of nuts and seeds as nature's portable strength capsules. They fuel your body and protect your joints, keeping your legs strong and flexible. 4. Sweet potatoes. Now let us talk about carbohydrates, because many people fear them unnecessarily. Your leg muscles are like furnaces. To work properly, they need fuel, and the cleanest, slow burning fuel you can give them comes from whole complex carbohydrates such as sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are high in beta carotene, vitamin C, potassium, and complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly into your bloodstream. This makes them ideal for fueling daily activity and preventing muscle fatigue. In my own kitchen, I love to bake sweet potatoes whole until their natural sweetness caramelizes. Sometimes I slice them and toss them into a salad with greens and chickpeas. They are comforting, satisfying, and incredibly nourishing for the muscles. Without enough good carbohydrates, your legs will feel heavy and weak, like trying to run a machine without fuel. 5. Fermented foods. Many people overlook the gut-muscle connection, but it is vital. If your digestion is weak, you cannot absorb nutrients effectively, and your muscles will suffer. This is why I recommend including fermented foods such as sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, or natural yogurt in your diet. These foods introduce beneficial bacteria into the gut, improving digestion and nutrient absorption. When your body absorbs protein, minerals, and vitamins efficiently, your leg muscles grow stronger. I have seen patients who struggled with leg weakness for years suddenly improve when they began incorporating a small serving of fermented foods daily. It is a simple but powerful way to ensure the food you eat is truly feeding your cells. 6. Berries. So finally, we must not forget berries. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries. These colourful fruits are just packed with antioxidants that reduce inflammation in the muscles and joints. You see, when muscles are inflamed, they just cannot function optimally. Berries help counteract that inflammation, speeding recovery after exertion and protecting against oxidative stress. They also provide vitamin C, which is, essential for collagen production, the protein that supports tendons and ligaments in your legs. Honestly, a bowl of fresh berries with breakfast or a handful as a snack is one of the easiest and most delicious ways to protect your leg strength. Beyond food, movement and lifestyle. Now, as much as I love to talk about food, I must emphasize this. Nutrition alone will not keep your legs strong. Muscles really thrive on use. If you sit most of the day, your legs will weaken no matter how many lentils or sweet potatoes you eat. In my own routine, I practice simple body weight exercises, squats, lunges, and brisk walking outdoors. I also encourage gardening. It gets you bending, squatting, lifting, and moving naturally. Hydration, sunlight, and rest are also, absolutely critical. Dehydrated muscles cramp easily. A lack of vitamin D weakens bones. Poor sleep prevents muscle recovery. Everything is honestly connected. Think of it a bit like building a house. Food provides the bricks. Exercise is the construction, sleep is the repair crew, and sunlight is the mortar that holds everything together. You cannot build strong legs without all these elements in place. My personal experience. I remember meeting an elderly gentleman at one of my health retreats. He told me, "Barbara, my legs feel like jelly. I can't even walk across my garden without a cane." His diet was largely processed foods with very little fresh produce. We worked together to add legumes, greens, and sweet potatoes to his meals. I taught him to make sauerkraut for his gut and encouraged him to snack on nuts and berries. Within 3 months, his posture changed. He no longer relied on his cane and was proudly walking laps around the retreat property. His story is not unique. I have seen countless men and women regain the joy of movement by returning to whole plant-based foods. It is never too late. Closing thoughts. If you take away only one thing today, let it be this. Your legs are your foundation, and what you eat determines their strength. Don't wait until you struggle to stand or fear falling. Start today with these 6 foods: lentils and legumes, dark leafy greens, nuts and seeds, sweet potatoes, fermented foods and berries. Each one plays a role in building, fueling, protecting and restoring your leg muscles. Combined with daily movement, hydration, sunlight and rest, they form a powerful formula for lifelong strength. I am living proof that age does not dictate vitality. Your body is designed to renew itself when given the right materials. Feed it well, move it daily, and your legs will carry you strongly through the years ahead. So let us honor these God-given foods, care for our bodies, and walk forward strong, steady, and full of life.